I'm Ashley.
Standing in the opulent ballroom of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, I watch as the man my father once scorned takes the stage. The room erupts in thunderous applause, and I see the shock on my father's face turn to a pale, ashen white. It's a moment I'll never forget, a moment that changed everything. My father, Henry Blackwood, is a titan in the world of finance. He built his empire from the ground up, and his name is synonymous with power and wealth in New York City. From the moment I was born, my life was mapped out for me. Ivy League schools, debutante balls, and a marriage to a man of his choosing were all part of the plan. Love, he believed, was a luxury that had no place in our world. But then I met Ethan. It was a chance encounter on a rainy day in Brooklyn. I'd just escaped a particularly brutal board meeting where my father had once again belittled my ideas in front of the entire team. Frustrated and defeated, I sought refuge in a small coffee shop. That's where I met him. He was tall, with warm brown eyes and a smile that could light up a room. He wore a simple flannel shirt and jeans, and there was an air of authenticity about him that I couldn't resist. We talked for hours, and for the first time in my life, I felt like someone truly saw me for who I was, not just the daughter of Henry Blackwood. He didn't care about my family's wealth or my father's reputation. He was interested in me, my dreams, and my passions. It was a refreshing change, and I found myself falling for him. When I told my father about Ethan, he was furious. He couldn't understand why I would choose a mechanic from Queens over a man from a prominent family. In his eyes, Ethan was nothing but a threat to our family's status and reputation. He tried to convince me to end the relationship, but I refused. I was in love, and I wasn't going to let anyone tell me who I could or couldn't be with. As our relationship grew stronger, Ethan proposed. It was a simple, intimate moment in his small apartment, but it was perfect. I said yes without hesitation, knowing that I'd found my soulmate. But our happiness was short-lived. My father made it clear that he would not accept our marriage. He cut me off financially, froze my bank accounts, and even tried to turn my friends and colleagues against me. Despite the challenges, we didn't give up. We moved into a small apartment in Brooklyn and started building our life together. Ethan continued to work at his auto repair shop, and I began to look for a job in the marketing field. It wasn't easy, but we supported each other every step of the way. But just when things seemed to be looking up, my father decided to make one last attempt to destroy our relationship. At our wedding, in front of all our guests, he stood up and delivered a scathing speech, calling Ethan a parasite and a gold digger. He disowned me and stripped me of my inheritance, leaving me with nothing. I was devastated, but Ethan stood by my side. He held me close and told me that we didn't need my father's money or his approval. We had each other, and that was all that mattered. In that moment, I knew that I'd made the right choice. A few months later, Ethan told me that he had something to tell me. He took me to a tech gala at the Met, where he revealed that he was not just a mechanic but the CEO and founder of a successful tech startup, valued at over $5 billion. I was shocked, but at the same time, I realized that it all made sense. The late-night phone calls, the technical jargon, and the mysterious older man at our wedding were all clues that I'd missed. My father was speechless when he learned the truth. He tried to salvage the situation by offering to do business with Ethan, but Ethan refused. He told my father that he didn't do business with people who treated their families like assets. He also made it clear that he would never forgive my father for what he'd done to me. The fallout from the gala was immediate. My father's reputation was in tatters, and his business began to suffer. His partners and investors lost faith in him, and he was forced to make some difficult decisions. Meanwhile, Ethan and I continued to build our life together. I launched my own marketing firm, and it quickly became a success. We were happy, and we had each other. Looking back, I realized that everything happens for a reason. If I hadn't met Ethan, I would have never discovered my true self. I would have continued to live a life of privilege and luxury, but I would have been miserable. Instead, I found love, happiness, and fulfillment in the most unexpected place. So, to anyone out there who's struggling to find their place in the world, I want you to know that you're not alone. Don't let anyone tell you who you can or can't be. Follow your heart and never give up on your dreams. Because in the end, the only thing that truly matters is the love and support of the people around you.